Welcome to another edition of Monday Menu. This week we're going to be doing a recipe inspired by a character from the book Reprieve, book 2 of the Guardians of Allon. The character's name is Garrick, and he's a 10-year-old boy. And one of his favorite dishes, or actually I should say dessert, is gingerbread. Now I know what you're thinking. Everybody makes gingerbread. Well, gingerbread has a very long and storied history. It actually predates Christ. The Egyptians used it. The Greeks used it. It became a common item in Europe after the Crusades, when the Crusaders brought ginger back up into Europe and to England. Now, it became a favorite, especially with Henry VIII and Queen Elizabeth. Henry VIII would have it on his beef. Queen Elizabeth is actually credited with creating gingerbread men. It appears that she had her baker make an image of her in gingerbread to impress ambassadors. Gingerbread is also very highly favored at festivals and fairs. You might even see them today at Renaissance festivals. Now, ladies would favor a knight with gingerbread in hopes of bringing him good luck. Garrick's father is Sir Dunham of Garwood, and he's the lord of the southern forest of Allon, that province. So today I'm going to show you some gingerbread recipes, and I'm going to give you a little trick for helping it rise a little better. Now, I have already done some prep work. I have all of my dry ingredients here, and what you'll need is 2½ cups of flour, a teaspoon each of cinnamon and cloves, and that'll go in here. In the wet ingredients, what you're going to use is a cup of molasses, a ½ cup of melted butter, a ½ cup of oil. Do not use olive oil because it tends to change the flavor and you don't want it to compete with the ginger. You'll need 2 eggs and a cup of brown sugar, and you'll cream these together. Now what you're going to do, here's a trick as far as baking soda is concerned, because you're going to be using baking soda. You're going to want a cup of boiling water, and you're going to put 2 teaspoons of the baking soda in the water. It's kind of very similar to activating yeast in hot water. This activates, as you see, this will activate the soda that will help the rising to make it fluffy. You're going to take the baking soda and the hot water and you're going to pour it into the molasses mixture. Then you're going to take the dry ingredients and you're going to whisk them in to the wet ingredients. During the Elizabethan time, fruit and nuts were also very common. They loved raisins and nuts, and they cook with them frequently. Now, we're going to add raisins. I've got them already here, and they are soaking. You want to soak any fruit that you're going to use, any dried fruit that you're going to use to hydrate it again. I also have almonds, slivered almonds that we're going to put in here. You're going to need 4 ounces of fresh ginger chopped. We're going to put in the raisins. I'm going to put in the almonds. And we're going to put in the fresh ginger. Your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. You'll take this and you will put it in a prepared pan. I prefer, this is a square pan, I prefer to use glass because glass tends to heat and bake more evenly. Now this is going to bake for an hour. And once we are done with it, I'm going to show you how to make a glaze. For the glaze, it's very simple. You need a cup of powdered sugar, and you can really have fun with whatever you want to put in there. I put in some cinnamon, and this time I did use the ground ginger and some cloves. Now, you're going to need a liquid, just going to need a little at a time. This is liquid with vanilla in it. So a little water, a little liquid at a time. So you just keep adding it, either liquid or sugar, to where you get, it just kind of glazes and comes off like that. And here is the finished product. Gingerbread inspired by the character Garrick from Reprieve. And next time we will be doing a Monday menu from Overthrow, Book 3 from the Guardians of Allon. Until then, bon appetit!